Just perfectly safe on flights as we see Steph taking off on a nice looking wave.
Taking off on one of her magic boards as well. Straight up into the lip for the first section for Gilmore. Races around and engages with the second. Wave is looking good so far for her as she wraps it around and gets that punch towards the finish. Now hoping this wave will stand up for something dynamic.
Stephanie Gilmore is one of the greatest competitors in WSL history.
Being on the World Championship Tour means a lot to me. It has been a dream of mine since I was probably 15 years old. Once I got on tour when I was 19, I don't know, I loved it. I wanted to do it for as long as I could. And that really comes down to just health and motivation and stuff like that.
Stephanie Gilmore is the queen of right-hand point breaks. She has just the right combination of style, flow, and progression.
We are in quarterfinal number 4. Stephanie Gilmore currently number 7 on the rankings. Isabella Nichols currently number 8 in the rankings. Both surfers in that race for the final 5.
As we see Isabella having a look at this.
If you wanted to tee off and get a rhythm going, you know, she's looking nice and strong on her board.
But Stephanie Gilmore takes off on the wave behind, just cuts back into this one, waits for it to stand up, gets the layback there. And then just a beautiful wrap. You can tell the wave height, I mean the difference in wave height between the two waves. Wow, big bang finish.
We can see some lines coming in.
Steph Gilmore, beautiful looking wave, huge arc off the top, long drawn bottom turn, another signature arc from Steph Gilmore. Really stalls, puts herself in the power pocket.
So clutch.
Looks like Steph Gilmore on to the semifinals.
I haven't had a win for a little while, so yeah, I'm definitely trying to go extra hard to make it happen.
It's an early morning on finals day at Punta Roca. The women's semifinals prepare to hit the water.
Semi-final number 2 is one of my favorites on paper. You've got the 7-time world champion up against Caroline Marks, who's made a return to competition after taking a couple months off after the Pipeline Pro.
And Steph's gonna take the opportunity at hand. Driving down the line, finding that speed, that flow on her forehand. It's always so comfortable for her. Connects with a great section to start off. It's a little bit frothy there, and she finds a pocket to throw so much spray, engages the rail, and now that inside section begins to unfold for her. She'll be looking for it to stand up as she goes for that big wrap in a second. Looking so stylish as she comes through to the inside and going huge for the finish. She'll ride out clean and put the pressure on Caroline Marks.
Stephanie Gilmore continues to look like the standout competitor of the event.
And that big first maneuver, just so beautiful as she floats down the line.
She is looking on this morning.
And her stylish surfing earns her 2 7-point rides.
This is the Steph we're used to seeing. It's so exciting.
And Steph will surf the final heat against Lakey Peterson. We are set for the women's final.
Both of these women, Laura, looking for their first win of the season. Lakey having a look here. Finds a first good turn. Gets that drift in the tail. Nice snap off the lip. And now driving down, working her way, keeping that flow in her surfing. Regardless of the bump on the face of this wave, smashes that last turn. It's a 6.67 and puts a big requirement onto the 7-time world champion in Steph Gilmore. Straight up into the lip for the first section for Gilmore. Races around and engages with the second. Wave is looking good so far for her as she wraps it around and gets that punch towards the finish. Gilmore has dropped in a score of a 7.33. Now it still has her sitting in that second place position. Having a look here, Steph looking for a score to move up into the lead. Nice snap under the lip to start. Great second turn. Now lining it up through the inside for that third.
With 10 seconds to go, I think Steph might just start realizing that she's done enough.
She has found victory as your Surf City El Salvador Pro Champion.
I love it. I love doing this. I love winning. I love this sport. It's sick. We get to travel, surf fun waves. That's life. It's living.
When you look at the types of waves that Lakey was surfing, she was scrapping a little bit, trying to just punch out some big scores, where Steph found some waves with a bit of longevity for multiple maneuvers, and she was able to do what she does best.
Yeah, Lakey raised on right-hand points, no joke, and obviously just surfed excellently through this heat. But when you combine the power, the style, the grace, and the femininity that Steph Gilmore was able to display, it's unbeatable sometimes, and this is one of the cases.
Congratulations.
I just fell in love with this place. Muchas gracias, Punta Roca and El Salvador. It's really special. Thank you for letting us ride your waves and welcoming us so well. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here, and to win is just a cherry on top.